Okay, we're starting on the rebounder. We're going to be bending over and I'm going to be putting my front leg back and I'm going to sit back behind off to the side and then a curtsy lunge. So you sit back with the leg behind in a lunge, you go off to the front side and go back and then the curtsy lunge. That'll work all angles of your glute area. Now we're going to hold it back and just hold that. I usually count to about 20 and just hold that. Now I'm coming out front to the side and holding that for 20 counts. And then I'm going to go into the curtsy lunge and hold that for 20 seconds. Now I'm just switching sides. I'm going to have the back leg lunge to the back and then I'm going to bring it out to the side and then over into a curtsy lunge. I'm lunging right behind and I'm holding that, and I'm going to count to 20 just like I did on the other side. And then I'm going to bring the leg out and sit back for a count of 20. And then when I'm done with that, we're going to do the curtsy lunge and hold back for a count of 20. Kneeling down next to the rebounder, I'm going to have one leg all the way out onto the rebounder, and I am going to be sitting back, just sitting back, stretching out my inner thigh. It'll stretch out the glute on that leg too. And you'll be working your quadriceps on the one where you're kneeling on the floor. So just sitting back. Now I'm just going to be holding that back, and just feeling the stretching and strengthening of the inner thigh. Now I'm going to have both hands on the floor, and I'm going to be sitting back and then coming up into a down dog. So I'm sitting back and then I'm going to come up into a down dog. That's really going to be working on your inner thigh area. Okay, now we're going to be repeating that on the other side. So I'm going to have my leg out, and I am going to be sitting back. And you notice that I have the bottom of my foot right on the rebounder. It's not out to this, it's not up on the side, so we're just sitting back. Now I have my hands on the floor and I'm holding that back. I'm just holding that, stretching that out. Now I'm going to be coming up into a down dog. So I'm sitting back and then coming up into a down dog and stretching out even more. onto the other side, one foot on the floor, the other foot on the rebounder, and we're going to be sitting back as we always start, sitting back, and then I'm going to lift my outer thigh, come up on the rebounder and lift out for my outer thigh. Okay, now we're on the other side, and we're going to do the same thing by sitting back as far as you can, and then come up onto the rebounder and do an outer thigh lift, an outer thigh lift. Now I'm going to come up onto the rebounder, and we're going to be bending over, have our legs a little farther apart, and I am going to be moving side to side and then bring my leg out to the side with an outer leg lift. Now I'm just going to be stretching back, and just holding that. That always feels good, just to hold that back. I have my toes up, so I'm pushing into my heels. Now I'm going to do it with one hand, and I'm going to be lunging side to side in the bent over position. So keep that moving. And keep your core engaged when you're doing this. And then I'm just going to switch it to the other side. Lift my other arm up. So this move is going to be sitting back, but then just swinging your hips side to side, just to get a little deeper into your glute area.